Remember that this journey to greatness is a journey. It's not a sprint, it's a marathon. You will get there eventually, but just keep on going. What's up, millionaires in the making? Welcome to episode 126 of the MITM Podcast, where we unlock success daily by journeying through the 6 pillars. I'm your host, Tye Aarons, the founder of the MITM Club, and today we're embarking on a thought-provoking exploration of how to tailor our ambitions to our personal capabilities and the time frames we're working with. This episode is all about aligning your dreams with your realities, ensuring that you're setting yourself up for success without compromising your vision. So let's dive right in and start shaping a future that not only inspires, but is genuinely attainable. Let's start by diving into the essence of your unique capability landscape. Every individual has a set of skills, talents, and capacities that are unique to them. These aren't just your professional skills or what you're trained in, but also your inherent talents, your emotional intelligence, your resilience, your ability to adapt and learn. It's crucial to take a step back and conduct a comprehensive self-assessment. Ask yourself, what am I genuinely good at? What do I enjoy doing? How do my skills align with my goals? This introspection is the cornerstone of tailoring your ambitions to your personal capabilities. Remember, the goal here is not to limit your dreams, but to frame them in a way that leverages your strongest assets. Many of us fall into the time frame trap, setting rigid deadlines for our ambitions without considering our current capabilities or life situations. While it's essential to have a timeline, or at least to have, to maintain the momentum, it's equally important to adjust these time frames to reflect your reality. Adjusting your expectations isn't about lowering your ambitions. It's about giving yourself the space to grow, to learn, and adapt. For instance, if your goal is to become a millionaire, but you're currently in a job that barely covers your expenses, it might be unrealistic to set a 1-year time frame for this ambition. Instead, extend your time frame, but also plan for incremental success and milestones that'll keep you motivated and on track. What I like to do for this specifically is I set a goal way out into the future and I'm working backwards. And I say, hey, I remember, oh my God, I remember when I was like 16 and I told myself, if I could only make $1,800 a month, I'll be set. Looking back on that, I'm like, what the hell was I thinking? $1,800 a month? Like, who can live off that, right? But even now I have bigger and bigger goals. I've come such a long way. Like clearing 7K a month, it's not that it's super easy, but it's getting easier and easier day by day with all the different streams that we've built up over the years. But 1,800 was my goal at one point. And we're millionaires in the making on this channel. We need those numbers to be way up, you know what I'm saying? Now, aligning your ambitions strategically with your capabilities and circumstances is a dynamic process. It involves continuous learning and adaptation. This strategic alignment means setting goals that are ambitious yet achievable with your current resources. And then planning for skill acquisition, network building, and other resources you'll need along the way. Think of your ambition as a ship and your capabilities as the wind. You can't control the wind, but you can adjust your sails to use the wind to your advantage. This approach ensures that you're not fighting against the current, but you're rather using it to propel you forward. Now, let's get practical with personal capability assessment. There are various tools and techniques you can use to understand your strengths and weaknesses better. A SWOT analysis, which stands for strength, weakness, opportunity, threats, is a classic tool that can be personalized to assess your capabilities. A lot of people think of it as just a tool that's for businesses, but I like to say you are a business. From the moment that you wake up and you go out to a job and you offer your service to someone, you're now a business, you're in business. You just happen to be the business of you selling your personal skills to the corporation of X Corp or whatever company you're working for. So doing a SWOT analysis on yourself, on the business that is you, is extremely important to your growth and your development and everything else. Additionally, seeking feedback from peers, mentors, and professionals in your field can provide insight into areas that you might have overlooked. Now, there are numerous online platforms offering personality tests, skill assessments, and even career aptitude tests that can help you paint a clearer picture of your capabilities and how they can be aligned for your ambitions. One other thing that I do, just adding this on here, is every now and then I like to do a personal inventory where I ask my friends, hey, 5 best things about me, 5 worst things about me. Don't worry about my feelings. You're not gonna hurt my feelings. Please be as brutally honest as possible. It might be wise to do that with your employer. It might be wise to do that with your customers and your clients just to get feedback of what the world sees you like. Because the more data you have, the more information that you have, You say, who am I showing to the world? How are people seeing me? The better off you'll be in the long run. Now, creating your ambition blueprint can be tough, but I have a quick step-by-step guide for you, all right? This blueprint is detailed plans that aligns your ambitions with your capabilities and realistic timeframes. Tip number 1, define your ambitions. Clearly articulate what success looks like to you. Is it financial independence? Is it owning a business? Is it making a social impact? Is it getting buff and ripped? Be specific. Be specific. And I tell you, being specific or not being specific has been one of the biggest hindrances for my personal growth. For years, I had all these ideas, but I wasn't specific on the goals. So I lost out on so much that I could have actually done, okay? Tip number 2, assess your capabilities. Use the tools and techniques discussed so far to take stock of your skills, interests, and areas for development. You wanna know where you're rocking at and where you're shitty at and what you should work on and focus on, all right? Number 3, set a realistic time frame. Based on your capability assessment, define realistic timeframes for your ambitions. Include short-term milestones to keep yourself motivated and long-term goals. Actually, this book, I don't know if it's gonna be backwards for you guys or not, but this book right here, okay? The 12-week year. It's actually helped me so much by getting realigned with how I wanna show up in life and who I wanna be and who I know myself to be. In fact, I before planned 15 years out into the future and worked backwards. This book reminded me, hey, start 15 years, 10 years, 5 years, 3 years, 1 year, and then break that year up into 12 pieces and just say for 12 weeks from now, this is where I'm gonna be. And it makes life so much easier. I might actually do a deep dive on the 12-week year to share with you guys. But you wanna actually make milestones to keep yourself motivated. Like this next 12 weeks that I have coming up, I'm so amped, I'm so ready for it. I'm gonna crush it this next 12 weeks. Because it's the start, it's actually my New Year's. We'll talk about the 12-week year another time, but I'm getting sidetracked. Tip number 4, identify learning and growth opportunities. Determine what skills or knowledge you need to acquire to achieve your ambitions and plan how and when you'll acquire them. Number 5, leverage your networks. Identify how your current network can support your ambitions and plan for expanding your network to include mentors, peers, and professionals in your field of interest. Tip number 6, and the final tip, is to review and adjust regularly. Your ambition blueprint is not set in stone. Regularly review your progress, learn from your experiences, and adjust your plan as necessary. By following this guide, you'll be well on your way to crafting ambitions that not only inspire you to be, well, the best you that you can be, but are also within your reach. Remember that this journey to greatness is a journey. It's not a sprint, it's a marathon. You will get there eventually. Just keep on going, all right? Now that wraps up another powerful episode of the MITM Podcast. If this conversation has sparked a fire in you, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe for more insights, and share this with someone that you love. But wait, there's more. Dive deeper into your personal finance transformation journey by joining our exclusive MITM Money Mastery Challenge. Ignite your wealth in 5 days or less. This is your chance to not just dream, but to do. Now, until next time, keep building, keep dreaming. Let's unlock success together, and I will see you tomorrow. Peace.
Give them the creme de la creme whenever I spit that hot shit. Ain't no lose or draw when it's the only option. Till I'm balling like Stockton, I'm locked in. Researching the best stock tips, fuck gossip, unless it